Hello, everyone. I am here with George Kwame Baah. Today, he is going to tell us about his handcrafted footwear from Ghana. George is the founder of Kwame Baah brand. Welcome, George. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. We'll get right to the meat of everything. Let us know who George Kwame Baah really is. Tell us about yourself.
Well, George Kwame Baah is a Ghanaian native that migrated to the U.S. in 2000 to study engineering. And by God's grace, he was able to finish his education, got a job in 2005 as an engineer, and has a burden to help his homeland with people that are living in poverty over there. So he started his own company as a way of bringing hope and life to the people that he grew up with.
Such a noble thing. And you were telling me before we actually started, this is a part of your culture. This is what you do.
That is correct. The culture is intermingled. The people is based on helping each other. It's about the extended family. It's about your auntie, your uncle, your great-grandmother, everybody else, making sure that all their needs are taken care of. And that's how the culture is built on.
All right. So that's why in 2011, George Kwame Baah brand, Kwame Baah brand was born. And then that takes us over to here we are today, and we're about to find out about your crowdfunding project. What is that all about?
The crowdfunding project is about bringing awareness to the Kwame Baah footwear and also raising the necessary funds we need to keep, because basically our main aim is to furnish high quality footwear from one side of the globe, which is Ghana, into the US, and use that resources to go back and lift the people out of poverty on the other side of the globe. Mm-hmm. So if we can produce high quality footwear that we can bring into the US here, that is stylish, that is comfortable, we are servicing that market. Yes. At the same time, we are lifting people out of poverty with that same resources on the other side of the globe, which is Ghana. So the main crowdfunding campaign is to introduce Kwame Baah footwear to the global market and also tell them about the cause of our project, which is to lift people out of poverty. You know, there's a saying that says that you can teach a man to fish and then you give him a life forever or something like that. So our aim is to teach people how to fish, then they feed themselves forever.
Wow. And the bottom line on that is that you have 15 employees that you have trained in Ghana, and it takes money to do this. It takes money to actually to produce the handcrafted footwear and bring it
That is correct.
It takes money. So here we are today.
A lot of money.
The crowdfunding project underway. Let us know when we become partners with you with the Kickstarter project, the crowdfunding project, what can we expect to get back from you?
Yeah, there's a lot of amazing rewards that we are offering to our backers. And the rewards ranges from $25 to $3.90. Mm-hmm. The $25 reward that we give to our backers is valued at $60. The $3.90 reward that we give to our backers is valued at $700.
So you're giving out value.
Yeah, we're giving out a great reward to our backers who are willing to invest in us.
Yes. What would you, if you were a listening audience today, what would you suggest? Where do we come in at? At what level would you suggest?
I would say we come in at a level that is $130. The $130 reward, the value for that is $206. But that is one of the finest of our leather loafers sandals, leather loafers that we just created. And that being said, because initially we have been doing a lot of summer stuff, and that only employed the guys only for a season.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to find the money to keeping them alive, because if we don't do business, I have to still keep employing them, not because I want to keep them, but because it's their livelihood. And I don't want to let them go home not having anything to feed their family.
Yes.
But with the loafers, we can work all year round. So 130 is one pair of loafer, which costs about $206, $206. So for anyone that invests in $130, that person will get a pair of that amazing, beautiful loafer for both men and women.
Men and women. That's what I was wondering. You have sizing for men and women. Tell us a little bit about the loafer also. I know that you have a collection.
Yeah, the loafer, right now we have 4 main collection with the addition of 2 main collection, which is under the Kickstarter campaign, is under what we call the stretch goals. So the 4 main loafers is one of the all 2 with all kente, either the red and blue kente color or the green and black kente color. Those are the dominant colors for that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the kente with the leather accent on the side of it. So you can get either the leather and the kente combination or the all kente fabric.
Gosh. Tell us about what makes these shoes so very, very comfortable, because you let me know that your very first pair of footwear was created at age 8. So you've come a long way.
I've been creating shoes.
So very.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I've been creating this since I was 8 years old. So I don't brag, but I have enough experience in about footwear. And I also did anatomy of the foot to study the foot and how to shape a shoe. In making a shoe, there's something we call shoe last. The shoe last is what makes the shoe feel the way he feels. Mm-hmm. So if you can design a shoe last that at least contain all the specific angle point, so that when you walk, the pressure points are taken care of, then it's going to be comfortable. So I start off by designing the shoe from the shoe last. Make sure I have a really, really good shoe last in making the shoe. And then in molding the shoe, I mold my own insoles on the inside that I created my own insoles that mold to your feet over time. So as you wear it, it kind of conforms to your feet and makes it really comfortable. Mm-hmm. And on the loafers, I don't know if you see it in the picture, I also put like a wedge type heel in between that kind of helps support your weight and your feet. So as you walk, it feels very, very soft and very, very comfortable.
Oh, gosh. So these, we are getting a premium product. It's not something that you just put together and with no thought. There's engineering in behind this shoe. So when we go for a pledge for $250, when we pledge the $280, whatever amount, $390, why not? You know that you are getting an excellent pair of shoes. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
All right.
That is correct. And also, I'm the only designer, and you can see that on my website, that offer some sort of guarantee on his shoes. And you can go back to the Kickstarter campaign and see some of the comments that my former customers has just put on their own experience. One customer said he liked this company because they follow through with their word. We offer 1 year guarantee, free repair guarantee. If our shoe cause any problem, if let's say you buy it and something happened to it, we pay for you to ship it back to us. I'll repair it myself at our shop in Texas, and we send it to you for free.
It doesn't get any better than that. A handcrafted, wonderful, beautiful shoe. You may as well say the shoe is sculpted for your foot, actually, and it has a 1 year guarantee. You can't lose with something like that. That's awesome, Kwame. That's awesome, George. That is awesome. I'm looking at the
yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking at the shoe, and they are absolutely beautiful. They were beautiful before you explained the background. So now they're very, very special in my eyes, and I know in the listening audience. Now I'm wondering about who really inspired you as far as design, what artists, who helped you be inspired to create like this, the design, and use the kente cloth. Maybe you could have used something else, but kente and leather, who inspired you to do that?
Yeah, actually, the inspiration came from, well, there are I have two favorite fashion artists, and I also took design from Ghana. I grew up originally, my great grandmother was married to a king, so I grew up in the palace. Mm-hmm. We call it the chair boy. Mm. So I was the boy who cleans up the place, and the boy that cleans up the place always carry the stool for them when they go to the public places. Mm-hmm. And you see the kind of shoes they wear in the place. So I have some idea growing up from that era. Gosh. But as I begin to study about fashion, I like Giorgio Armani very, very much. The Italian guy.
Yes. Yes.
Giorgio Armani.
Mm-hmm.
I begin to study more about his designs, and I begin to study more, even though it was all clothing. I like the way there's some intriguiness and uniqueness about the way he designs stuff. Mm-hmm. So I was like, if I'm going to design something, I've designed something that is very, very unique. You can't just find it on the market.
Yes, yes.
And kente cloth is one of the most expensive clothes you could ever find if you know the history about Ghana. The British love that cloth. People from British don't play with that. They buy it like crazy. And it's very, very expensive because everything is hand-woven, hand-stitched, and it's very, very of high quality. So I wanted to do something that if anybody sees, it will generate a discussion. It will generate like, ooh, where did this come from?
Gosh.
So that's why I did that.
You're giving us quality. You are giving us style. You are giving us something that is secure as far as the way it's going to fit and feel on our feet. And you are giving us a year guarantee. George, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yep.
I love it. Our time is almost up. I have learned so much from you. Thank you so much for this time. Anything else you want to let us know about these shoes? I want to make sure that people know that they are for men and women. And I guess that, I don't want to be amiss and not let people know where to find you. How do they find you on Kickstarter?
When you go to Kickstarter, just Google my name, Kwame Baah or George Baah, and it will just come up. I did that myself just to try it, and it works. So when you go to Kickstarter, if you say, hey, you can do it two ways. You can go to Kickstarter and go under the fashion section. Mm-hmm. When you click the fashion section, you're going to scroll down and you're going to see my design under explore. You're going to see ours. You're not going to miss it because it's going to say Kwame Baah Exquisite Handcrafted Footwear from Ghana. And if you don't have time to do that, you go to under the search area of Kickstarter and just type in Kwame Baah, and our campaign will show up.
Okay. And Kwame, let us get the spelling on your last name. I want to make sure that everybody has your last name spelled correctly.
It's B as in boy, A as in apple, A as in apple, H as in house.
Okay. And first name, Kwame.
Yes.
Well, this has been...
And George is my English name.
George is your English name.
Yeah, there's also a story.
Well, if he doesn't offer up the information, I won't ask him, but thank you.
Because people ask him, so I'm going to offer it. Kwame is a male born on Saturday. Oh. So I was born on Saturday, so that's why I'm called Kwame. So Kwame, names are given based on the day that you are born.
Wow. You are a man full of much information. It's been wonderful speaking with you. Kwame Baah, Exquisite Handcrafted Footwear from Ghana. You must go to his site on Kickstarter. Buy, invest, because it's not just investing in Kwame Baah, it is investing in a section of Ghana. And what we get in return is priceless. I thank you, George Kwame Baah. I appreciate this time. Thank you so very much.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Until next time, this is Margot Levette.